All right, in this one, I'm going to live audit a brand that just to give you guys an idea of how to do this for yourself, especially, and today I'm just going to kind of limit the scope of this audit to that SEO foundation that I've been talking about recently. And so the two things I'm going to look for here are schema markup and internal linking. And basically, just to recap, when you go from a state of having minimal schema or no schema and minimal internal linking structure to optimized internal linking structure, you take your website from a state of Google essentially guessing what your page is about and what pages on your site are important to a state of telling Google exactly what's important and exactly what your site's about. So I just chose BPN because it's pretty popular and it is a good example of how, a big company like this, despite its resources, still isn't as optimized as it could be. And despite a clearly heavily modified Shopify theme. And it seems like they changed their website pretty recently because I've looked at this a few times. I've bought some of their products. But anyway, so just to start, I'm going to look at the schema. So there's I always look at four things: the homepage, the product page, the collection pages, and blog posts. So if we start, and I've preloaded these just because it takes a while to load, but look at the homepage here. There's no schema markup detected. Not sure what just happened there, but you saw it before. There's no schema markup on their homepage. For the blog pages, they do have article schema, which is good, and they have the full article body in there, which is also good. And they have web page schema down here, which is fine. They are missing, I would say, the website schema, which I think should be on every page, and probably breadcrumb schema because I clicked on a few links to make it here. So those are the two things I would add to this one. Product schema, like I said, typically this is always on Shopify themes. This is the one that almost always exists, and it looks fine. They have the price, they have the aggregate rating. They could have like shipping details. Could probably also, let me look here. Okay, there's only one variant. So I was going to say they could have different variants in the schema, but there's only one. So yeah, and they got the MPN. So yeah, I would say the product schema is fine. They are missing, of course, the website schema and breadcrumb schema, same as the blog post. And then for the collection page, again, nothing's detected. So big miss here from BPN. Nothing on the homepage, nothing on the collection pages. Product page is all right. Blog page is all right, but those two pages are also missing the website and breadcrumb schemas that are important. So, and we can also just quickly verify this. Should have done this before, so I may look like an idiot here. But just go into the header of their website and you can search schema.org because every schema implementation is going to have schema.org in it. And you can see 0 of 0 here. Let's just do this for the other pages too. Why not? So I'm going to click into supplements. Let it load. Let all the JavaScript do its thing. All right. Again, schema.org. Schema.org 00. And click into G1M Sports. Let the JavaScript load everything. Looks like it's done. Schema.org. There you go. Like we said in the saw in the validator, it's showing up. So that just validates we weren't, this tool wasn't broken or something. So, yeah, big miss on the schema for these guys. This is a pretty easy thing to implement as well. That I think would probably, I'm guessing they make quite a bit per month on organic revenue. So 20 to 30% lift from schema and internal linking, which we'll get to in a second, would be a pretty big ROI for a pretty small investment for these guys. So yeah, Schema, fail. You guys fail. The other thing I noticed, like I said, I think this is a new website. I've crawled their site before, and before they used to have not a lot, but a decent number of those long tail collection page the collection pages that I've talked about. And now with this newer site, I'm not sure how new it is. It's been a minute since I've been on it, but it looks like they only have about 50. How hard is this to see? Well, it doesn't matter too much, but looks like they only have 53 collection pages on their site. And I pulled that from the collection page sitemap on their website. So it should be pretty accurate. Sometimes the crawlers they don't find every page, so I'm not going to judge them too hard, but what it appears is that there's just not that many. And a lot of these as well are like sponsored athlete specific pages. There aren't, there's endurance, Go Packs, I know that's a product of theirs, nutrition bars, performance nutrition. So they don't have many like product focused collection pages. So assuming this is an accurate list, that's one huge opportunity for them, right? Like they don't rank that. I mean, they're a popular brand, right? They have, let's just see. Okay. 250,000 searches per month for their brand name. All right, these guys are huge. They should have a decent chance of ranking for like really, really competitive terms. I mean, I know whey protein is obviously maybe a little ambitious, but if you just look through these are all organic product listings. Seems like I don't see sponsored anywhere. My Protein US, Thorn shows up, and this doesn't seem to be super like transactional because he's got these WebMD things. There's Amazon. Powder is probably a better keyword. Protein powder. There we go. 300,000 searches per month. And again, GNC, Costco, Walmart. I mean, like they're clearly not even trying to rank for a keyword like this, just because they don't have a page targeting the keyword. And I understand some brands are a little bit sensitive about what types of pages they build on their site, but there's you have two options: have a pretty website, or make a lot of money on organic. And they're not mutually exclusive either. Like these types of long tail keywords definitely don't have to live in the navigation. Protein powder maybe is big enough to support it. Do I even see protein in here? Oh yeah, whey protein powder. Okay, so they are. Oh no, this is a product page. So they don't have a collection page targeting it. And let's just see what types of pages show up. This is a collection page. That looks like a product page. As a product page, Walmart collection page, GNC collection page. So the vast majority, Amazon's. Oh no, that's a product page. So it seems like a majority of these pages are collection pages. You can see collections in there. Product, it's a good mix. Categories, that's a collection page. Point being is they really should have collection pages. I think recovery is probably the closest thing that they have, and it's not very specific. So fail again for collection pages. What they should be doing is building out these collection pages along with the sub collection pages that I've talked several times about in other videos with the internal linking. Speaking of which, again, non-existent. Like ideally, I always like to bring up like Gymshark as an example of this. They're a freaking $1 billion brand. So if you think you're too good to do this, think again. Really, ideally, you have some content up here with internal links pointing to related collection pages. And down at the bottom, you have, again, just more content with more internal links. And BPN has none of those things on any of their pages. So big F, they fail on the SEO foundation front. Pretty easy fixes. The collection pages will take more time because they don't exist. You have to build them out. That takes a little bit more time, but the schema should be pretty easy to do. So anyway, that's how I would look at your own website. You'll have a better idea of what collection pages exist on your site, of course. But look for the content up here and the internal links on collection pages. Go through these 4 schema markup checks and just look at the types of collection pages you're building. They should be very transactional keywords, targeting transactional keywords. And you should have like main collection target and then the sub collection targets for all the big keywords. So yeah, do better than BPN. And let me know if you have any questions. Drop them down in the comments. Yeah, if you want me to do this for your site, you can book a call on my website. I'll have a link in the description for that. And yeah, other than that, have a great rest of your day.